is this thing on now? I've been working long like a marathon now. Tying up words, making them a bomb now. Tell me, who turned on the alarm now? I got a message, we didn't put it in a song now. I'll see you later, all the haters got it wrong now. We're touching the lightning, we're coming alive, yeah. We're feeling inside, yeah. We got the power. Yeah. Come on. We got the power. Yeah. Turn it up. We got the power. Come on, is everybody with me? It's time to get together, no more enemies. Throw your hands up, can you feel the energy? Yeah. Come on, can you finally get with this beat? 20-something years been chasing down this street, running like a wild man, going since 15. We're touching the lightning, we're coming alive, yeah. We're feeling inside, yeah. We got the power. Yeah. Come on. We got the power. Woo. Yeah. Get it turned up. We got the power. We're touching the lightning, we're coming alive, yeah. We're feeling inside, yeah. We're feeling inside, yeah. We're touching the lightning, we're coming alive, yeah. We got the power. We got the power. Yeah. Let's go now. We got the power. Touch the lightning. Come on now. We got the power. Woo. We got the power. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. We got the power. Let's get it. We got the power.
The following presentation is by Sam Smith Productions in association with Black and Gold Productions.
And now, Sam Smith and Uno Overlays presents Saturday Night Showdown.
What is going on? Welcome to the first Saturday Night Showdown in 2026. What's happening, everybody? Happy Saturday. We got a good one. As live from the Rogers Arena in Vancouver, British Columbia, the Bruins take on the Vancouver Canucks. What's happening, chat? What's going on? Hello, hello, hello. You guys don't like coffee? Well, neither do I, but it was just a suggestion. Let's get into your starting lineups. For the Bruins, Elias Lindholm, Alex Steeves, and Morgan Geekie. Pavel Zacha, Casey Middlestat, Victor Arvidsson. Fraser Minton, Marat Husnudinov, and David Pasternak. Sean Corrali, Mikey Asamont, and Mark Kastelik. On defense, Nikita Zadorov and Charlie McAvoy, Hampus Lindholm, and Jonathan Aspero. Mason Lohrei and Andrew Peak with Jeremy Swayman in the net for the third straight game. For the Canucks, it's Max Sasson, Evander Kane, and Brock Besser. Elias Pettersson, Jake DeBruskin, Linus Karlsson, David Kampf, Drew O'Connor, and Kiefer Sherwood, Atu Ratu, with Liam Ogren and Niels Höglander, Marcus Pettersson and Tom Wielander, Steve Bouillum and Phil Roenick, Elias Pettersson and Tyler Myers, with Kevin Lankinen in net. Those are your starting lineups for both teams. There are 3 Petterssons on the Canucks. They're all playing. There's 2 spelled the same. Elias and Elias Pettersson. Thumbs down. And they both are left-handed. Great. That's really helpful. There's 3 Petterssons on the same team. 2 of them have the same name. Hit a Pettersson, I know. So the forward is Elias Pettersson. The defenseman is Elias Pettersson. This is going to be the death of me tonight. Here's the defender Pettersson over to the forward Pettersson. You know, like that's what this is going to be. Not looking forward to it. By the way, if you're wondering, we're going to talk about the Winter Classic during the first intermission. I have a lot of things to get off my chest about the NHL and about the Winter Classic and how pathetic of an event they attempted to put together last night. So we're gonna break the fourth wall. We're gonna shoot on the Winter Classic and how it's not the Winter Classic when we're in a warm climate. So we'll talk about all of that coming up in a bit. So don't worry. You'll get one of your special Sam rants during the first intermission about the Winter Classic and how much of a joke that was last night. Hat-trick, though. Who cares? It's like, great. Mika Zibanejad got a hat-trick. The game was still brutal. Ugh. Nope, the Boston Fleet lost to the Vancouver Golden Knights 4-3. Uh-oh, Fleet. Stop losing games now. Fraser Minton is home in Vancouver. He's back home with his family or whatever. He's from Vancouver. Apparently, he has about 50 to 100 people there tonight to celebrate, to see him live, apparently. So, yeah. Bruins have 12 names. 12 players named Smith in their long history. No one's named Sam. Damn. What's up, Josiah? What's going on? Yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll talk about the Winter Classic. We'll talk about that. Also, Yeah, so we got 3 Pedersens and 2 Lindholms in this game. Ugh. Elias, and Marcus. And then Hampus and Elias. Elias. They're all from Sweden. They're all from Sweden. Except Marcus Pedersen. I think he's from Canada. No, they're all Swedish. My God. Not going to name to the USA team. Yeah, we'll talk about that too. All the Bruins getting named to their respective countries' Olympic rosters and how a Bruin defenseman got left off a national roster at a big surprise. We'll talk about that coming up in a bit. Talk about that coming up in just a bit. As you can see, the Canucks on the screen, they have they're using their alternate logo. It's Saturday night, and every Saturday night home game they do. Whoa, wrong bug. It's not that game. I forgot to turn that off. Oh, they're doing the national anthems here. First period of Bruins coverage on YouTube is brought to you by Uno Overlays, the easy way to overlay. We got to get the Saturday Night Showdown bug ready to go. Which, by the way, I'm going to go in there and turn that off now in case I go over there. Whoops. Here's winning streak ended, I see. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. They lost to Columbus today pretty badly. So, first Hockey Live watch. Well, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for making me your first time watching hockey. Appreciate it. Thank you. Prizes me a bit. What, the 10-game winning streak? Yeah. Little Bruins pregame trivia for you. Morgan Geekie leads the Bruins in 5-on-5 points this season with 23. David Pastrnak is second with 20. Who is third? That's a really fun one. And the answer is kind of unexpected. So Geekie has 23 5-on-5 points. Pastrnak has 20 5-on-5 points. Who is third? It's not Zacha. It's not Kastelik. It's not Middlestat. Although that's a good guess. It's not Arvidsson. We are underway here at Rogers Arena in Vancouver. Bruins win the face-off, but the Canucks get possession. They'll get it in the zone. Here is McAvoy. Puck sent ahead. It gets deflected off of Husnadinov's stick. Canucks are offside. I'm wearing my Bruins jersey tonight, so hopefully it gives the Bruins some luck. I'm looking at the man that's on the jersey, Morgan Geekie. Come on. Elias Pettersson wins the draw for Vancouver. Zadorov plays it around. Pasternak off a skate, kept in by Buium. In down low off the stick of DeBrusk. Zadorov takes it away, sends it ahead for Husnadinov. Gets this one out of the zone. Here's Elias Pettersson. Over to Buium. Buium trying to work off Husnadinov. He does. Bruins will go get a change. They'll finish it up. This is the Bruins' only trip to Vancouver this year, unless hypothetically both teams meet in the Stanley Cup final, which is highly doubtful where both teams are right now. Here's Filip Hronek. Off a stick of Kiefer Sherwood and in deep. Swayman plays it to Hampus Lindholm. Sends this one ahead. It goes off the stick of Steves. Geekie trying to race for it against Willander. Geekie digs it free. What a move! And Geekie hit the post. Geekie got around the defender. A nice, powerful move and tried to go far side on Lankinen, but just caught the iron. And the puck comes out off a stick. Hampus Lindholm moves it into the neutral zone. Broken up, and now it's dumped into the zone here by Vancouver. Puck comes out in front. Here's a chance for Sherwood, knocked away by Elias Lindholm. So Morgan Geekie ringing the iron as Evander Kane re-enters the zone for Vancouver. Backhand try goes around the net wide. Steves deflects this one ahead. Arvidsson trying to race for it. Tyler Myers cuts it off. Zaka keeps it in on the bouncing puck. Vancouver will get this one out. It's Kane. Elias Pettersson for Myers off a stick. Peak takes it away, and now it's Zaka. Drops it for Lohrei. Still no Kolyachonik. Hasn't played for a fourth straight game. As Peak dumps in. Or a third straight game, excuse me. Since Aspro returned. He's been the odd man out. And plus the Bruins have Henry Jokiharju also on this road trip. Wondering if he's going to get in against the Kraken on Tuesday. Peak for Zaka. Ahead for Arvidsson across the line. Arvidsson trying to spin back against his man. Kept in there by Corrali. Puck played past Asamon in deep. McAvoy will pinch into the corner. Chip it along to Asamon. Trying to work his way in front. Knocked off the puck there by Ogren. Asamon trying to dig it back free. Puck comes to Kastelik. Out in front for Asamon. Kastelik gets it back off the bad bounce. Kastelik across McAvoy right point. In the circle. Shoots. Saved by Kevin Lankinen. And the puck will come out of the zone. Zadorov will get it. 3 minutes in. Puck goes off of Asamon's stick. Höglander, Asamon, good takeaway. And he'll chip it in deep so the Bruins can finish a defensive change. Corrali trying to throw it to Castle, it cannot. Corrali trying to play it back to the blue line. It's intercepted, and now it's Höglander. Lifts this one ahead. Bruins will finish a partial change. Aspro, Corrali up ahead. And now here's Jake DeBrusk. What a move by Linus Karlsson. The Bruins get it away. Puck comes back to Elias Pettersson at the left point. Shot on the net, knocked down. Rebound, Aspro will chip this one to the blue line, kept in by Willander. Here is Kastelik. Good breakup. Here come the Bruins. Corrali trying to break free with Husnadinov. He just can't. Puck moved to Atu Ratu. Out in front, goes over the stick of Lohrei. Mitten trying to outsize his man. Mitten trying to send this one ahead. Pasternak's free. He's got a breakaway. And saved by Lankinen. Place continues here. Pasternak gets robbed early on. Couple of great chances for the Bruins. And Mitten with a gorgeous pass to Pasternak trying to start 2026 off right. With every time zone being in 2026 this time, it just couldn't convert. Here come the Canucks. Here is Camp, knocked off the puck there by, was that Steves? It was. Minton for Steves. Steves has Minton. Steves chips it in cross corner. He'll get in on the puck in first so his teammates can change. Steves gets tied up in the corner by 2 Canucks defenders. Vander Kane for Sasson. Bruins get it back. It's Elias Lindholm. Back to McAvoy. Banks it head off Steves. Puck comes to Geekie. Has Lindholm 2-on-1. Here is Geekie. He shoots. Saved by Lankinen. And we finally have a stop at the 4:56 mark of the game. Bruins have had 3 quality opportunities, and they just haven't been able to convert. Very one of these chances. Yeah, we do. They've definitely had 3 shots. I'm not... Canucks will try to move this one ahead. It comes to Max Sasson. He'll dump it in deep. McAvoy gets cuts off Vander Kane. Pavel Zacha. These 2 teams met 2 weeks ago. I'm sure there's a lot of bad blood from the Bruins side. Middlestat gets it in deep. Tyler Myers cuts it off for Vancouver. Played across, and now it's Willander. Arvidsson, what a great back check that was. It's dumped in there by Sasson. Here comes Zadorov, the former Canuck. Dumps it in deep, plays it around. Lankinen has trouble with the puck behind his own net. It comes out to the blue line, but the Bruins were changing defensively, so there was no defensive help there. Here is Hampus Lindholm. Off a Canucks sticking in deep, so the Bruins can finish a forwards change. Here is Philip Hronek, the former Red Wing. Pass goes off Aspro's sticking in deep, just wide of the goal. Aspro plays this one along, trying to get it to Asamont, held in by Hronek. Worked in deep, and now it's Hampus Lindholm. Trying to send this one ahead. This puck comes out. Asamont just off his stick. He was bouncing off the walls on his first shift. Aspro, nice hit on Höglander. Asamont intercepted. Canucks keep it in. Saved by Swayman on a try from Linus Karlsson. They go to commercial break. We're still scoreless. The Bruins have had great chances left and right. I've always resented that Boston's Game 7 victory in Vancouver was overshadowed in Canada by the rioters. I know. So the Bucks beat the Panthers in the NFC South battle. So the Bucks are going to be... well, they need the Falcons to beat the Saints tomorrow. And then the Seahawks are beating the Niners 13-3. So if the Seahawks win, they win the 1 seed in the NFC. If the Niners win, they win the 1 seed in the NFC. Interesting. Celtics about to play this tonight as well. Yeah, they're playing the Clippers, right? Out at the Intuit Dome. Intuit Dome. Wild and Kings are still tied at 1. Thank you. It's the only other game happening right now, right? Because the Predators and Flames game, isn't that game over? Because Crime's not here. Yeah, Nashville won 4-3. Okay, so let me get that updated. And then still 1-1 in the second period. Okay. Minton against Elias Pettersson on the draw. Scoring chances. Bruins have 4. Canucks have 1. The shots are actually 2-2. I'm not sure why they don't have the Bruins. I don't have a third shot on goal, but okay. Here is Karlsson. for Elias Pettersson, trying to work against Minton. Pettersson back out top. Here is Filip Hronek. Shot to the net. Does not get through. Rebound, kick save Swayman. Kicked away. Husnudinov gets this one out. Pasternak going to play this puck. He'll carry it in the zone. Gets knocked off the puck there. Zadorov recovers. Finds Pasternak. Plays it over to McAvoy. Back to Zadorov. Chips it back to McAvoy. 7 minutes in. Minton deflects it in deep off a stick. The last time the Bruins were in this building, Mark McLaughlin scored a goal for the Bruins in that game. Mark McLaughlin's now playing for the Utica Devils in the AHL currently. We have a stoppage as the Canucks are offside. Isn't that funny? Mark McLaughlin scored against this Canucks team the last time the Bruins were in this building. Isn't that interesting? The Canucks, they played last night. Now, the Canucks did play yesterday. You see how tired the Canucks are. Willander for Marcus Pettersson. Shot saved by Swayman on the blocker. Geeky trying to chop this one ahead. Puck comes to Lohrei. Lohrei, good stretch pass to Steves. And he'll get this one in deep. Canucks losing to the Kraken in a shootout last night. The Bruins will play the Kraken on Tuesday in Seattle. Another 10 o'clock start. We'll be live here. Marcus Pettersson for Max Sasson. Gets it in deep. Zacha. Or Swayman plays it to Middlestat. Puck played ahead. Middlestat gets it back. He slows up. Leaves it. Makes a defender lose his stick. It's Zacha. Back to Middlestat. Aspero shoots and it's wide. And it goes all the way down. Back into the Bruins' end. Hampus Lindholm will go back and get it. Lindholm cuts back against Evander Kane. Zacha takes the bump. He gets knocked down in the neutral zone by Elias Pettersson. Here is Zacha for Middlestat. Trying to get it back to Zacha. Middlestat in the high slot, who had a nice goal against the Oilers on Wednesday into Thursday. Puck comes out in front. Took a weird bounce. Canucks get this one out. McAvoy. Middlestat at the end of a shift. Dumps in, allowing his teammates to change. Shots are 4-2 Vancouver. I'm not sure how it's only 4-2. I'm not really sure how. Since the Bruins literally have 3 shots from my counting. Bruins keep it in. But the Canucks get the puck back. It's Ratu. Corrali deflects it. Gets it away from Ratu. Trying to kick it to the back to his defender in Zadorov. Puck comes to McAvoy. Bruins having trouble entering the zone right now. They're having a lot of trouble. This is the Canucks team that played yesterday and lost at home. Yikes. Elias Pettersson spins and shoots. Saves Swayman. Asamont gets it away from trouble. Scoops this one ahead. Puck comes to Minton for Castlick. He'll just advance this one ahead. Husnudinov for Lohrei. Bank pass ahead. Took a weird bounce. Pasternak gloves it down off the weird bounce. Elias Pettersson. Here is Marcus Pettersson. Oh boy. Here come the Bruins. Here's Minton with Husnudinov. Husnudinov will cross the line with it. Here is Minton. Kept to the outside again. Lohrei. Pasternak. Doesn't have an angle to shoot. Throws it to the middle. Peak was backdoor. He just couldn't get there in time. Peak in deep. Puck played around Peak. Trying to keep this one in. He can. It's moved ahead by Vancouver. Peak. Good deflection. Here is David Kampf. Minton, the good tie-up. Husnudinov takes it away. And trying to flip this one in deep so his team can change. He can. Myers spins back. The Bruins they had a good first 4 minutes, and then they've kind of stopped playing hockey ever since in their offensive zone, so in the front 100. So O'Connor gets it in deep. Aspero playing down to competition again. Here is Steve. Gets knocked down. He'll get back to his feet, keeps possession, sends it ahead, and Elias Lindholm gets it in. Myers takes it away from Geekie. Cross-ice pass comes to Drew O'Connor. Drop feed. Lindholm, the good stick lift. Here comes Geekie. He has Steves. Geekie having trouble with the puck. Here's Steves. He just has to shovel it around the net. Elias Lindholm, first man on it. Trying to throw it in front. Cannot. There's no Bruin there. Here come the Canucks. They have a 3-on-1. 3-on-2 now. Kane across. Sherwood wide. Might have caught some iron as well. Besser's drive. Saved by Swayman. The Canucks have been the better team for the first 12 minutes of this game. This is regular season game number 6,996. 7,000th game will be a week from tomorrow when the Bruins play Pittsburgh. Nice. My guess, Jonas Korpisalo has lost the confidence of the front office and the coach. The reason why is that Swayman is starting his third straight. He's also appearing in his 9th out of the last 10 Bruins games. He's in the Patriots and the Bruins Senators game. I switched halfway through. Because the Bruins were losing 5-1, so I switched over halfway through after the second period. And I called the rest of the Patriots game, which was one of the better decisions I made this year. Arvidsson back to McAvoy. We have a stop. Sam, you streaming Patriots playoff games? It depends if they interfere with the Bruins. I will not be doing the Super Bowl regardless. I am going to be at a friend's house. Puck sent ahead. Elias Pettersson plays it around. Elias Pettersson. God. The defenseman Pettersson that's... Here's something you do trust. They literally, they financially cannot afford to bring up anybody right now. Bruins have it across the line. Zacha. Arvidsson shoots. Save the rebound. Rolling puck. McAvoy got taken down, and they didn't call it. McAvoy got cross-checked into the post. What are we doing? They literally went bam right in the back of McAvoy. They didn't call it. It was a good try by Arvidsson, and then... It wasn't a cross-check, but it was interference. He pushed him to the goal. Come on. Come on. McAvoy's okay, which is the best thing about this. I don't understand. How do you can't explain that? Marco Sturm wants an explanation. Marco's pissed. Oh yeah, Marco's giving him like the sarcastic like look on his face. Marco's giving it to him. I don't blame him. He's like, oh yeah. That's what he's doing the whole time. It's funny as hell. King scored, thank you. Big tie up here on the draw. Vancouver gets away with it. Marcus Pettersson for Wielander, dumped in. Lorai for Minton off a bad pass. Minton gets it anyway. Husnudinov deflected to Pasternak. Whips it across to Peak on the right side. Peak will dump in. Puck comes to Fraser Minton in the slot. Puck goes to Husnudinov. Lorai, Husnudinov, back to Lorai. Peak on the right point. Pasternak in the corner. Pasternak trying to work off his man in Marcus Pettersson. Husnudinov takes the bump. Gets some positioning. Minton. Pasternak got knocked down. We have a delayed penalty on Vancouver here. The Bruins will get a power play unless they score on this delayed penalty. Lorai for Morgan Geekie. Geekie spins back against Sasson. So the Bruins will get a power play here coming up shortly unless they score. Which they don't really score with the extra attacker anymore, so. Oh boy, Elias. Hampus Lindholm almost just threw it in his own net. Hampus Lindholm. For Elias Lindholm. Lindholm into Lindholm. Lindholm. Back to Geekie. Steves, no Pasternak right now. Puck comes out again at Zacha. Geekie. At that point, just give the puck to Vancouver. You're not doing anything with the puck anyway. Whereas Sway, you can pull the goalie. It's an extra attacker. Elias Lindholm drops it. There's Pasternak. He enters the zone with some speed. Steves, Hampus Lindholm. Puck comes out again. Come on! If you're not going to do anything, just give him the puck. Here is Zacha for Pasternak. Back to Zacha. Through 4 defenders. He's trapped! That's another penalty! That's another penalty on Vancouver. That should be 2, correct? That should be 2 penalties on Vancouver, correct? Let's see. Double penalty on the same guy. 2 for high sticking, 2 for tripping. So the Bruins are going to get a 5-on-3? I think? I believe it's going to be a 5-on-3 for 2 minutes. Hold on to the puck. I guess if he drew another penalty, I guess. What? So that's either a 4-minute 5-on-4 or 5 minutes or 2 minutes of 5-on-3. I think it's gonna be a Bruins 5-on-3. Which, if it's 2 full minutes of 5-on-3, the Bruins need 2. 2. Make them pay for this. They absolutely need 1, but get 2. Well, wait a minute. How is this being scored? Oh, it's 5. No. It's a power play. So the Bruins have a 4-minute. Sorry, the play's happening. I'm sorry. The Bruins have a 4-minute 5-on-4 because of this. The Bruins have 4 minutes of 5-on-4 because it's the same player. Now Pasternak in deep. McAvoy, who's in on the forecheck. Pasternak with it. Out to Zacha at the point. Zacha for Pasternak. In front, Lindholm. Zacha put it wide. Zacha had a great chance in front. He just put it wide. Pasternak far side. Here is McAvoy. Pasternak on the far circle. And he turned over the puck. And now here's Sherwood up ahead for Vancouver. Geekie and McAvoy keeping him to the outside. And the Bruins get it away. It's Geekie. Yeah, it's a double minor. Yeah, okay. I was wondering how they were going to score that. I was wondering if they're going to deem it as, since it's happened on the same play, if it's going to be 2. Here, the Bruins have a 4-on-2. Minton for Steves. Shoot it. Steves wide. Here's Arvidsson. Second unit out there. Here's Hampus Lindholm for Arvidsson. Back to Hampus Lindholm. Arvidsson again. Arvidsson. Middlestat in front. Save. Rebound. Lindholm to Minton out top. Minton looking. Here is Steves on the near side. Steves. Minton to the slot. Turns and scores in his hometown. Fraser Minton in his hometown. Bruins on top 1-0. He has 100 family and friends in the building. He scores in his hometown, building against his hometown team. 1-0 Boston. Welcome home, Minty. Yes, it happened in the first 2 minutes. So now the Bruins have still a 2-minute power play because the goal happened within the first 2 minutes. Here is Zacha on the entry. Pasternak. Back to Zacha. So now there's still an opportunity for the Bruins to get another one here. Here is Geekie, far side corner. Drops it for Elias Lindholm. In front, trying to find Zacha. Can't. Pasternak's in front. He couldn't get a stick on it. McAvoy comes in. Zacha. Geekie out top. Geekie fakes the shot. Zacha back to Geekie. Gets the return. Geekie looking. Pasternak in front! Saved by Lankinen. And the puck goes out of play. So the Bruins, with a 1-0 lead on Fraser Minton's goal. That's Minton's 7th. Minute 18 to go in the second half of the power play for the Bruins. So David Pasternak, if he gets 2 more power play goals, he'll move into 4th all-time in Bruins power play goals, passing Patrice Bergeron. He'll be 18 behind Phil Esposito. Minton on the draw. Bruins win it back. Arvidsson back to Hampus Lindholm. Here is Steves. Minton in front for Arvidsson. Stick tied up in front. It's cleared away. And the Canucks will clear. Hampus Lindholm for Arvidsson. Good tape to tape. Arvidsson enters the zone. Bruins can't play that puck or else they'd be offside. Canucks have it. We have a stop here. Do we have a penalty on Boston here? Yeah, it's on Arvidsson. Arvidsson with a slash on Sherwood. Oh, nice sell job. But it'll be 4-on-4 for 53 seconds, and then it'll be a Canucks power play for 1:07 after that. Yeah, that wasn't necessary from Arvidsson. It was a retaliation whack. It wasn't necessary. I'm not sure what Arvidsson's thinking there. Kastelik will take this draw. He's out there with Husnudinov, Lohrei, and Peak. Sasson waved out against Kastelik. Sasson arguing his case, and he won't win it. Roenick coming in as well. He didn't like it either. Kane against Kastelik on this draw. Bruins win the draw. To Lohrei. Now here's Kastelik. Here's Peak. He'll have to spin back. 40 seconds to go in the 4-on-4. Now here's Peak. He'll carry it ahead with some speed. He'll cross the line with it. Peak walks in, drops it for Kastelik, and he turns it over. That's why the defenseman shouldn't attack the line. It should be the forwards. Here is Max Sasson. Good take there by the Bruins, and now, if they push this, they'll have an odd man rush. And they killed that. Here's Husnudinov, though. He'll have to spin back as well. Chips it over to McAvoy. McAvoy with it. Along the near wall. He threw it into no man's land because he had no support. Here is Willander. Now the Canucks will have a power play here. It should say power play. It'll get fixed, I promise. Here is Elias Pettersson. Dumped in deep. Zadorov tied up, trying to move this one out. He can't. McAvoy tied up in the corner as well. Puck comes to Elias Lindholm. He'll have Sean Corrali and Zadorov as a trailer, 3-on-2 shorthanded. He'll have Zadorov. Zadorov shoots it, and he missed high. And it goes out of play. What's up, Jared? Yeah, USA got eliminated. I watched last night. That sucks. Seeing them lose to Finland in overtime like that. Bruins win the draw in the offensive zone. Puck put over the net. Kastelik first man on it. He shoots it and it hit the side of the cage. Final minute of the first period. 1-0 Boston. Goal for Fraser Minton in the first period. His 7th goal of the year. Here is Sherwood. Off a stick. Minton takes it away. And Minton will just make the right option. Dump it in. Right in on Lincoln. And he'll make the save. Jake DeBrusk drops back for Philip Hronek. Final seconds of the power play here coming up for Vancouver. Here is DeBrusk. Chips it in. Boom. Tied up. Penalty killed off. Bruins get Arvidsson back out of the box. DeBrusk flips it in. Hampus Lindholm plays it along. Bruins trying to break this puck out. They cannot. Lindholm got it away from trouble. Here is Bouillon. Down to 10 seconds. Arvidsson just tying him up. Nice job by Arvidsson. Be careful with that stick. Good push up against the wall by Arvidsson as well. Throws down Bouillon too. Middlestat against DeBrusk behind the net. That will do it for the first period. Bruins with a 1-0 lead on Vancouver. Happened for us to get the power play. I missed that. The same guy took 2 penalties. Providence plays Springfield again tomorrow. I know. He's in. They're in Providence. Yeah, tomorrow. I'll be watching that. Not bad. Not. Hey, they're winning. That's all I can really ask for. Hey, they are winning right now. So. DiPietro back now. He is. He played yesterday against Hartford and got the victory yesterday. In a 4-1 win against Hartford. Mate Blumel scored in that game for Providence. Lushmelis had 2. Merkulov had 1 as well. DiPietro was very, very sharp. So, Higgins and Zellers both had assists. Yes, they did. They're already back at school. Zellers is playing tonight for North Dakota, which I'm crazy he's even playing. Higgins, they don't play till next Friday anyway. So, and it's official. The Seattle Seahawks have won the NFC West. They beat the Niners and they clinched the 1 seed in the NFC West. They win it as well. Yes, tomorrow is Dolphins versus Patriots. It's a 4:25 kickoff, I think. And it should be on Fox. Mariners been struggling out of the strike, huh? Damn. Yeah. Oh, let me put some music on. Hello? Here we go. Uh-oh, Kyle posted something. Oh, God.
Number 1, baby! See if...
I'll go school Sam. When do you graduate? I graduate in May, and I'm on winter break, and I'm only here for 2 more weekends, and I have to go back. Thumbs down on that. Thumbs down. Two more weekends of me being home. Oh, all right. Let's talk about the Winter Classic. All right? Let's talk about that. I am all for growing the game of hockey. Let me start off by saying that. I am all for growing the game of hockey. However, putting the outdoor game of the year in South Florida is a joke. Kyle, congratulations. Putting the Winter Classic in a state where it does not snow, where they don't know what winter is, when they bundle up if it's under 65 degrees and the humidity's below 30%, is a joke. I'm sorry. It should be in a northern, wintry, colder climate. And the fact that they saw that and went... They boasted about being a sellout. It wasn't sold out! It was not sold out. I'll tell you why. I turned it off at the first period. I couldn't take it anymore. They said during the broadcast that the game was sold out, there were empty seats in the upper deck behind the right field bullpen. That is not a sellout. Yeah, maybe they sold all the tickets. But it wasn't filled. It wasn't a filled up joint. It was not. 36,000 people bought tickets. I guarantee only 30,000 of them went. Not only was the ice awful last night, it was awful last night because it was 65 degrees. Not only was the ice awful, the fans don't care. They only care when their team makes the playoffs. Don't give stadium games to fair weather markets. The Panthers fans didn't show up when the team was bad. At least at least I can justify having a game in Tampa because the Lightning fans have cared for the last 15 years. I can justify that. I can justify that. But even then, it's going to be even worse. It's going to be a month deeper into the year. It's an open-air stadium. For those who don't know, I'm going to pull up what Raymond James Stadium looks like. For those who don't know what that stadium is, it's the home of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the NFL. This is the stadium that they're playing in next month. There's no roof, and they're going to be in sunny Tampa. They're going to have... I understand they're going to put like some thing over the field or over the ice to make sure the sun doesn't hit it. What happens if the sun hits at an angle? What are you going to do? I don't understand the thought process of that. You're currently... Well, you're not in South Florida. Hate to be that guy. You're not in South Florida, so at least you got that. So the ice is going to be dead center. Right here. Now, granted, it's going to be a 6 o'clock start. But what happens before the game? And is the thing going to be taller than the stadium? Is it going to be up here? I'm scared that there's going to be players getting hurt. It's going to be a slippy slide out there. What a joke! Like, I can justify the team getting a Stadium Series game, and I can justify the Panthers getting a Winter Classic game, but not as the home team. Just scientifically, it won't work. It didn't work last night, and they were in a dome, and it didn't work. At least this place will be filled out. At least this place will be sold out. Mainly with Bruins fans, but at least it'll be sold out. I can justify that. But the weather is gonna be it's gonna be so warm. How are they gonna keep the ice cold? I don't know. Granted, it's not in my pay grade, but like, jeez, I don't know how they're gonna. I am scared. I'm scared that they're gonna have a massive injury in this game, and that I can't. And that I'm afraid of somebody getting seriously hurt in this game, and it ruins the whole mood of the night. I don't know. February 1st. And by the way, I'm gonna come out and say this right now. The report that the 2027 Winter Classic is gonna be at Bristol Motor Speedway is complete BS. Okay? Complete and utter BS. It's not true. I don't know if you guys saw it on the Reddit post. Some guy got a screenshot. That's fake. That's not real. I confirm that with a source. It's not real. There is no Stadium Series game. There's no Winter Classic game gonna happen in Bristol. It would have been Carolina versus Nashville. That's what the rumor was. What the made-up rumor was. I complete BS. complete BS. It's made up. It's not true. The Bruins only had 1 hit in the first period. Where is the crime when you need him? After the Hurricanes brought back the old school. I didn't see that. But oh yeah, there it is. I'm seeing it right there. Yeah. So anyway, that's my rant. Enough with outdoor games in warm markets that don't care about hockey enough 24/7. I wonder where they're got against Toronto, like at Rogers Center. Like imagine Bruins Leafs in the Sky Dome. There's the Rogers Center. That's what DJ sent me earlier. I was like, yes. Hampus Lindholm and Alex Steves got the assist on the Minton goal, just so you know. I was like, yes, give me Bruins Leafs in Toronto. Hell, Montreal and Toronto in Rogers Center. Should have an outdoor game in Denver. Already did. Red Wings and Avalanche played there a few years ago, but we should have another one there. The great setup was in Denver. It was actually surprisingly actually warm, which was not expected, but it was still a good time. Buffalo would be nice. They've already had a couple of games in Buffalo. They had one there. Well, actually, no. Well, the U.S. and Canada had a World Juniors game in Buffalo at the Bill Stadium one time. Penguins and Sabres, the first Winter Classic was there. The Sabres had a game there, had a home game, but the game was in Ontario for some reason. I don't know. What about Alaska? You can play the game at 4 o'clock in the afternoon until be pitch black around this time of year. You only get sunlight like an hour a day in Alaska this time of year, or whatever it is. Oh, in Miami or Ole Miss? You're asking the wrong dude. Team USA Olympic team. Oh yeah, we'll discuss that second intermission. I completely forgot. We're gonna get back right to action here in a minute or two. Completely forgot. I'll talk about the rosters. I got on a tangent about the NHL attempting to market in warmer climates. It didn't work. Strikes again. Shocker. It didn't work. Second period of Bruins coverage on YouTube is brought to you by Benable. Recommend, discover, and monetize. We'll talk about the US's roster, Canada's roster. We'll talk about Sweden's roster, Finland's roster. Couple of misses on some big on Sweden and Canada. Major misses. Miami gonna win. Okay. I don't watch college football. Cool. I don't watch college football. You're asking the wrong individual. Yeah, we'll during the second intermission, you remind me so I don't forget. During the second intermission, we'll go in, we'll look at the I'll actually pull up the rosters for each team, and I'll actually like break down like, okay, like this is a pretty solidly constructed roster. Let me know. We'll talk about that more on the podcast tomorrow too. Which, by the way, tomorrow 11 a.m. start, 12 hours from right now, we're gonna be on the podcast. It'll be Mark, Eamon, and myself, I believe. I don't know if we're having a guest. I forget. but we talk about a lot of things coming up tomorrow on the pod. Czechia ever released a roster? Yep, they did. Czechia released a roster. We'll talk about all that. There are a couple of Bruins on there as well. No surprises. Like, the 2 Czechs on the Bruins that should have made it. So, there's that. Center ice. Second period is underway. Here we go. Bruins will get possession in their own zone. It's Zadorov. Sent ahead for Pasternak off a stick. And they get it into the offensive zone. Hustitinov, good takeaway. Minton almost got the feed, which would have led to a quality scoring chance. Here comes Jake DeBrusk. DeBrusk kept wide by McAvoy. DeBrusk crushed by McAvoy behind the net. Here is DeBrusk out in front. Good stick lift by Minton on Sherwood. There's a stick in the Bruins net currently. Here is Roenick. Shoots, scores off a bounce. And they're looking right at Swayman's looking right at the referee. Canucks have tied it at 1. Elias Pettersson on the tip. We're tied at 1. I think they're saying that Pettersson might have kicked this puck in. That's what Swayman's arguing. It went off Pettersson's skating in. There's Swayman's looking right at the ref. But they didn't challenge. It didn't look like a kicking motion to me. Steves can't get it in deep. There's another stick on the ice for Vancouver. Kings lead 3-2. Okay, thank you. Here is Hampus Lindholm across the line. Plays it across. Morgan Geekie drops it. Aspro inside the line. Shot blocked. And a try from Elias Lindholm just goes wide. Canucks trying to get this one out. Aspro chops it in deep. No, he didn't. He hit the stick instead of the puck. Morgan Geekie for Elias Lindholm. Hampus Lindholm reaches the blue line, can't touch the puck. The Canucks are offside. The Bruins are offside, excuse me. Zero shutouts this season. I believe they're the only team that does not have a shutout so far this year. Am I correct on that? I don't believe the Bruins have had I believe the Bruins are the only team that does not have a shutout this year. Which just shows the inconsistency in their goaltending. And their defense. You can correct me if I'm wrong on that. I believe the Bruins are the only team in the NHL that does not have a... Here's Lohrei, plays it across. Arvidsson, shot misses high. And it goes out of play. Face-off tied up. And the Canucks lift this one all the way down. This is going to be an icing unless Sherwood beats Lohrei, which he does. They are one of 7 teams that do not have a shutout this year. 25 of 32 teams have at least one shutout. Utah, I'll name the teams in a second. Zacha against Ratu on the draw. Bruins win it. Canucks get the possession as it took a bad bounce off Middlesat's stick. And the Islanders. I look at the Islanders' name on my phone for a second. Canucks will carry this one ahead. It's Sherwood. Shot blocked by Lohrei. Zacha chips it in for Arvidsson. Arvidsson will enter the zone. What a move! Arvidsson knocked off the puck. He curled his way to the outside. He was looking for a penalty there, and he was giving it to the ref. He didn't get one. Bruins are offside. Mammoth, Lightning, Senators, Devils, Canucks, Sabres, Kraken, Canadiens, Golden Knights, Hurricanes, Oilers, Flames, Red Wings, Blackhawks, Rangers, Leafs, Panthers, Capitals, Penguins, Stars, Kings, Avalanche, Blues, Islanders, Wild. All those teams have at least a shutout this year. The Wild have 7. Which just shows how good Wallstedt has been this year, yeah? Ratu wins the draw against Corrali. Kastelik hops on it for Boston. Zadorov trying to force it in deep. Took a weird bounce in front. Corrali tied up. Kastelik is going to use his size and get in front. Corrali keeps it alive in the corner. Kastelik out in front, trying to bank it in. Saved by Lincoln on Kastelik's try. Bruins got it back, but they couldn't get the pass to Corrali. And now Zadorov will get it back in his own zone. Corrali sends this one ahead. Zeev Buium will get this one back. Buium sends it ahead off a stick and in of Ratu. Here is Zadorov. Plays it around. Zadorov gets it back. Puck comes to Niels Höglander. Back out to Wiellander at the line. Shot wide. Puck goes off a skate. Asimov will try to deflect this one out. Can't. We have a penalty on Boston here. It's going to be on Zadorov. 2 minutes for being too big again. Cross-checking. What do they call this time? It's a little shove. He went pew. Pew. 2 minutes for being too big. Shocker. Islanders trading for Bo Horvat a couple years ago. They got Ratu back in this deal. Here is Pettersson. Elias Pettersson off Hustadinoff's skate. Besser back out to Willander. Sherwood shots blocked in traffic. Here is Pettersson out to Willander. Pettersson. DeBrusque for Pettersson. Willander. Pettersson across. Sherwood in front. Swayman, what a save! Hampus Lindholm got it away from trouble. Off a stick. Andrew Peak will clear this one out to the neutral zone. Got gloved down by Willander. Pettersson, the quick re-entry. I got corrected on the pronunciation. Got a text saying it's Willander. Here is Sherwood. Elias Pettersson. DeBrusque in the corner. Back to Pettersson. Right circle. Shot high. Elias Pettersson, the goal scorer for Vancouver. Peak cannot get this one out. Hampus Lindholm there for support. And Elias Lindholm gets this one all the way down. Victoria, I agree with you. Wild tied up with 3. We got a banger going on out in LA, huh? Damn. Here is Ronick. In deep. Here is Linus Karlsson. Out top to Buium. Puck comes in front, and O'Connor put it wide. Puck took a weird bounce in front. Kastelik trying to get there against Evander Kane. Kept in by Vancouver. It's Hronek. Buium. Evander Kane shoots. Saves Swayman. He got the blocker on it. Puck comes to Sean Corrali. He will clear. And that will pretty much kill off most of the penalty here. Here is Buium. For Ratu. Back to 5-on-5. Shot. Saved by Swayman. Right, your stats. The last time the Bruins had no shutouts in a season was 44-45. Wow. Ratu against Minton. Ratu holding his stick backwards, which is allowed. Minton wins the draw. Low to peak. Here is Pasternak. Sauce pass comes to Morgan Geekie. It's dumped in. Geekie with Minton and Pasternak. I think it was due to the face-off more than anything. Just because of the penalty kill, I believe. Lohrei sends it back up ahead. Here's Pasternak. Minton's drive. Where's the puck? And laying on it's Lankinen. Minton with a one-timer. Minton almost had his second goal of the game. That was a close chance from Minton. Off a nice feed from Pasternak on the drop pass on the entry. He dropped it for Minton, the one-timer. It got through Lankinen. He had no idea where it was. So he just decided, you know what? Hey, I'm going to lay on it. A lot of interesting tats, jeez. Minton on this draw. They're telling David Kampf to back up. And Kampf waved out. And Kampf is not happy about it. He's not moving. Okay, he eventually backs out. It'll be Sherwood on this draw against Minton. Minton wins it. Pasternak controlling out top. Trying to throw it to the net. Can't. Hampus Lindholm got the bounce and puts it in around the net. Pasternak first man on it on the far side. Trying to throw it back out to Aspro. Got intercepted there by Kampf. Played a cross. Good stick lift by Morgan Geekie on the back check. Geekie over to Aspero. Nice feed to Minton. Here is Minton around the bend. Minton shoots. Saved there by Lankinen on Minton's try. Aspero over to Hampus Lindholm. Quick re-entry. Has Geekie. He couldn't get the pass. Geekie trying to throw it out in front. Took a bounce and it comes all the way back down. Zadorov, McAvoy off, Zacha sticking in deep. Zacha in on the forecheck against Myers. Myers going to tie him up. Middlestat cuts it off, couldn't get it back to Zadorov. We have a penalty on Vancouver here. And it's going to be on Max Sasson, and Zacha comes over. It's going to be on Sasson. It's going to be a cross check. At the break. The Bruins will be on the power play once they come back from commercial. If I'm the Bruins, I'm getting Zacha off the first unit, and I'm putting Fraser Minton on the first unit. He clearly has a hot stick right now. Put Minton out there with Pasternak and Geekie and Lindholm and McAvoy. I would absolutely put Minton out there right now. Fraser Minton. Just a fun fact that the Boston Fleet played the Vancouver Golden Knights today and lost after blowing a lead. So hopefully this Boston team can beat this Vancouver team. Yeah. Lots of center depth for this Bruins team. Lots of young forwards coming up, including Fraser Minton. And of course, just played in the World Juniors. He's going to be joining the team late part of the season. James Hagens. Excited about him. Very excited. It's pretty much widely known that Hagens is joining the Bruins roster at the end of the season. Very excited about that. Hey, that's Fraser Minton's family. That's all of them. He has a lot of family and friends in the building. And of course, they have Will Zellers, who's still in his freshman year at North Dakota. Zellers, I would imagine, has at least another year at North Dakota, ripping up in the Big Ten, in the ACHA, before he joins the NHL roster. I'd assume at the end of next season. Bruins win, so no Minton out there. So they're having the same first unit. Bruins 1 for 2 in the power play, 2 shots. McAvoy to the net, tipped by Geekie wide. Geekie got knocked down. Elias Lindholm, nice job keeping it alive. Puck play to Pasternak on the near wall. Trying to chip it to Geekie. Back to Pasternak. Pasternak with it. In front, save. It got cleared away, and it comes out. Pasternak. Zacha for McAvoy. Touch pass to Elias Lindholm. Tied up with the blue line. Geekie works it in around the net. Pasternak's first man on it. Here is Pasternak. Out to McAvoy. Pasternak in the left circle. Looking. Pinballs in off a skate. The Bruins get a power play goal. And the Bruins lead 2-1. It looks like it's going to be Elias Lindholm. Bruins up by 1. We'll double check on who scored. But it goes off Elias Lindholm. It looks like the Bruins with a 2-1 lead. Power play goal. And yes, it will be Elias Lindholm's goal. (2-1) Bruins. Lindholm 7th. Lindholm's got goals in back-to-back, which is good for him. That's his 5th power play goal of the season out of 7 total goals. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I'm not complaining. Elias Lindholm has goals in back-to-back. Elias Pettersson shot saved by Swayman. Elias Lindholm did not have 2 goals the other night. Puck sent ahead, it's Arvidsson. Chips it off a stick. Hampus and Elias both scored one on Wednesday. Just so you know. Here is Roenick. Oh yeah, how was that? Hey, your Wheeling Nailers game, how was that? Roenick. Crowd getting a little anxious. He was sitting back in their own zone for the last 15 seconds. Besser. Ahead is for Sassone. Takes the bump from Lohrei. Gets it in deep. Peak plays it around. Lohrei gets beat by Sassone along the wall. Besser in front. Broken up by Peak. Here is Kastelik. Backhands in. Here is Elias Pettersson tied up. Corrali trying to jam it back to the blue line. Cannot. And now Besser will take this one away. Here comes Evander Kane. 3-on-2 for Vancouver. Kane kept to the outside by Lohrei. Good positioning by Lohrei. Puck sent ahead. Here's Asamon on the rush. Asamon shoots and a save by Lankinen. Basically the same player. One's 5'11", 176. One's 5'11", one's 5'10". Both around the same weight. Wow. Nifty pass by Pasternak to Elias Lindholm, too, on that power play goal. It's Lindholm's 7th. Pasternak extends his point streak once again. He's been unbelievable. That's Pasternak's 28th assist of the season. Elias Lindholm waved out of the draw this time, so Morgan Geekie will come in and take it against Aatu Ratu. And Ratu wins it for Vancouver. Played up and out. Zadorov couldn't play it cleanly. Here comes Liam Ogren across the line, who had a goal against the Bruins a couple weeks ago, and the shootout winner. Geekie tying up Hoglander. No, Hoglander gets free in front. A good stick lift from Geekie. Puck goes wide. Weird bounces around, and now Geekie will get it back for Boston. Can't get it. So Zadorov. Geekie got knocked down by Ogren. Zadorov now shovels this one up and out. Is that too many men? Or sorry, delay a game, excuse me? Both these teams are coming together here. Zadorov is skating off. So it's going to be a delay a game on Zadorov. He put the puck over the glass. Did it clear cleanly? Let's see. Oh, yeah. If it lands on the bench from that angle, it isn't delay a game, but it cleared both sets of glass. That's delay a game. So the Canucks will be on the power play here with a chance to tie things up. Kastelik and Corrali out there with Andrew Peak and Hampus Lindholm. Elias Pettersson kicked out of the draw, so it'll be Kastelik against Besser. Besser wins the draw. Yeah, very unnecessary penalty from Zadorov there. Sherwood, Besser back out to Sherwood. Here is Willander. Shot, save, rebound in front. Corrali and Kastelik team up on the clear. As we're halfway through the game, officially now. Bruins with a 2-1 lead. Goals tonight from Fraser Minton and Elias Lindholm, both on the power play. Vancouver's goal coming early in the second period from Elias Pettersson. Here is Willander. Jake DeBrusk for Willander. Touch pass from Sherwood to Pettersson. Here's the goal scorer for Vancouver, Elias Pettersson. Jake DeBrusk down low. Pettersson gets the return. DeBrusk out in front. Save Swayman. Pinballing around. It's underneath Swayman. And they blow it dead. Wow. DeBrusk with a nice nifty move. Trying to cut across the goalie. But Swayman shuts the door. Hampus Lindholm saved the goal a little bit too. That puck was free. Now, put it right underneath him. Nice job, Hampus. Good job. He did push it under his butt. He did. He's like, here, you have it. Pin it, pin it, pin it. Yep. Nice job. That was a good play by Hampus. Puck played around. Aspero took down his man. He took down Jake DeBrusk, who's been taking a beating tonight. Took a hit from McAvoy, now from Aspero. Here is Willander for Elias Pettersson. Pettersson in front, DeBrusk in front, back door. Sherwood couldn't play it cleanly. McAvoy, good takeaway, and he will clear it 200 feet. McAvoy got the secondary assist on the Lindholm goal, so that's McAvoy's 20th assist of the season. Roenick crossed the line. O'Connor broken up. Bruins can't get it out, held in just inside the line. Here's Roenick for Buium. Philip Roenick. Ratu. Roenick one-timer high and wide, and it goes out of play. 19 seconds to go in the Zadorov penalty. Phil DeBrusk probably deserves it. That's funny. This is Jake DeBrusk's second year in Vancouver. 2 summers ago, signing a 7-year deal here in Vancouver, $5.5 million per season. Zacha wins the draw against Linus Karlsson. Hampus Lindholm for Andrew Peeke, and they'll clear it down the length of the rink, and that should pretty much kill off the remainder of this power play. Zeev Buium for Philip Bronik. Off a stick, comes in on Swayman. He'll actually have to hang on to this one. There will be 1 second to go in the Canucks power play. Fraser Minton on this draw against Atu Ratu. Face-off tied up, penalties up, back to 5-on-5. Shot goes wide, rebound in front, cleared away. The Bruins have Zadorov back. Here is Fraser Minton. He'll go for a change. Minton shoots! Save! Rebound! Lankinen got the rebound and they cleared it away. Bruins keep it in. It's Hampus Lindholm. Shovels it in deep. Fraser Minton on it. Pasternak puck comes out. Lori to Hampus Lindholm. Here is Pasternak. Cross the line. Trying to curl his way to the inside. Can't. Got a clean shot away. Vancouver trying to get this one out. What's up, Ryan? Puck deflects in. We have a stop here. Ratu and Lori locked up in front of Swayman. We go to commercial break. 2-1 Boston. Bruins power play goal from Elias Lindholm. Back-to-back games with a goal for him. Ban who? I got nothing. We're in commercial break. This is the first time the Bruins have scored a pair of power play goals for the first time since December 11th when they beat Winnipeg on the road. Remember that game? C's winning by 10. Nice. Another fun stat. So you know how the Bruins had 2 defensemen score on Wednesday against the Oilers? Hampus Lindholm and Jonathan Aspero. That was the first time that the Bruins have had 2 defensemen score in the same game this year. Yep, Lava, yeah, that's accurate. Thank you. I appreciate it. Big tie-up on the face-off. Vancouver wins it. And dumps in. McAvoy trying to send it ahead, and he can't. That shot from Jake DeBrusk hit the side of the cage. I'm sorry, that is Drew O'Connor, excuse me. Here is Charlie McAvoy. Through Elias Lindholm's stick. Puck comes to Morgan Geekie. Here's Lindholm. Here is Pasternak. Where are you throwing that puck, Pasternak? That's not to the net. McAvoy lifts this one high and out. The Bruins will get a partial change here. Good takeaway by Pasternak. He has 2 men in front. Middlestat, Zacha. Middlestat waved out and he missed. He had the Bruins had a 3-on-0 and couldn't score. Brutal. Pasternak. Back to Hampus Lindholm. Lindholm walks the line, shoots. Saved by Lankinen. The Bruins had a 3-on-0 and they whiffed. Oh. Oh. It was a great forecheck by Pasternak, too. Zacha on the draw. Against Brock Besser. Zacha wins that. I think he needs to shoot that. He did shoot. He just whiffed. Hampus Lindholm shot. I don't think it got to Lankinen. Puck comes out. Here comes Max Sassone. Sassone. Hampus Lindholm. Good back check, and he negated the chance. Nice job. Here is Pavel Zacha. Middlestat for Arvidsson. Arvidsson trying to get it back in deep. Puck comes to Middlestat. Middlestat fires. Save. Rebound. Zacha trying to take a whack at it, and he couldn't get there in time. Here is Besser. Brian, I don't know where you're getting your rumors from. I'm literally credentialed media, and I've never heard that rumor once. Zacha almost played past Pasternak, and it's an icing. Or past Arvidsson. Oh, I know what you mean, Josiah. Yeah, Brian, yeah, no. You don't use that language here. I'm gonna call it. I have not heard that Jake DeBrusk rumor once. And I literally am credentialed media. I have not heard that rumor once. The Bruins are glad he's out of the organization. That's all I'll say about that. Vancouver will feel the same way when he's out of the organization, too. Puck played around the net. Here is Elias Pettersson. Zacha takes it off his stick. It comes out. No, Pavel Zacha's not the worst finisher in hockey. That's Johnny Beecher. I'm sorry, that's Johnny Beecher. Good thing he's not here anymore. Here is Castle. Like, Middlestat will go for a change. People saying it on Twitter. Yeah, no. Linus Carlson just took a high stick up high. Corrali's saying he didn't do it. Is it 4? Looks like only 2 to me. Yeah, you could hear. I could read lips. Corrali said WTF on that one. Corrali to the box for high sticking. We'll see when they come back from commercial. What's up, Victoria? Worse than the Bruins, but not in the league. These penalties. Why is Sturm allowing these penalties to occur? I'm pretty sure he's not allowing them. Make sure if you have not yet, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Let's get a like spike. Storm getting tossed at the Bruins coach. Yeah, Ryan Mouginel got tossed on Wednesday during the Providence Bruins game. Yeah, let's see. I just got a tweet. Corrali gets a high sticking penalty for the Canucks player headbutting his own stick. Nice. That's always helpful. Let's see. Show the replay. Oh, okay, so they called Kastelic for the high stick, not Corrali. It's a bit of an embellishment, not gonna lie. It's a bit of a sell job, if you will. Yeah. I know Vancouver's big for movies and stuff, but I didn't realize they taught acting to the hockey players too, and how to sell. Sherwood back out top for Wielander. Pedersen. Shot blocked. Sherwood. Pedersen. Wielander. Pedersen in the right circle. Now in the corner. In front, Wielander. Shot blocked. Goes off the high glass. Pedersen. In front, broken up. What was that too? Yeah. I'm asking the same. Wielander's drive. Save. Rebound. Oh, Jake DeBrusk just missed an open net wide. You say Zaka's bad? Ho! Shot tipped. That goes wide. Swayman left an open net. DeBrusk missed. Wait, did Swayman save that? I thought he just missed. Swayman saved that puck? I thought DeBrusk just missed. I need to see a replay of that. I would love to see a replay of that. He did save it? Oh my god. If he did, that's the greatest save ever. Like, that's a for sure goal. Fraser Minton, who's had a great night, cleared it all the way down. That should kill off the remainder of this penalty against Kastelic for high sticking. Here is Roenick. The drop feed goes nowhere. Back to 5-on-5. Puck goes off of Pasternak's midsection. Here is Aspero. Goes off Zaka's skate. Hampus Lindholm can't get it ahead cleanly. And now here come the Canucks. It's Liam Ogren. They're offside. Let's see here. Oh! That's unbelievable. Oh my Jesus, Swayman! Swayman! Oh! That save is phenomenal! Jake DeBrusk, you're gonna see that in your nightmares tonight. That is wow! Wow! Oh! That's incredible! Holy cow! Holy smoke, Swayman! That saves. Oh, jeez. Myers will recover in the Vancouver end. The Canucks have kind of controlled the pace of play for the past 4 minutes or so. Bruins are trying to bounce back. Although I know they're up 1, but I feel like it's been all Canucks the past few minutes. Pastrnak plays it to Minton. He has Geeky to his right, excuse me. Geeky in front, goes over the net. Lorai's got it on the rebound on the near corner. Lorai, back out top now. Threw it away! Shocker. Here comes Ratu for Höglander. Höglander drops it for Liam Ogren to the net. Tip! Swayman stopped it. What a save by Swayman on DeBrusque. Here is Zeev Bouillon. There's nobody there to play that puck. Arvidsson for McAvoy. Plays it around. Besser pinches, keeps it in for Vancouver. Call it a night. Oh no, Lava! Puck kept in by Vancouver. Another try. Glove save, Swayman. Oh, he snagged it. Max Sassone. With a great quality chance from the left circle, and Swayman snagged it out of thin air. Good night, Lava. If you're going to bed, good night. Puck took a weird bounce. Swayman. Oh, good glove save. We're going to have a special guest during the second intermission. Yeah, we're gonna have a special guest. We're gonna make a little phone call during the second intermission. And now the Canucks have it behind the net. Bro! Can we stop taking penalties, please? It's our 5th of the period. It's Lindholm for holding. Stop taking penalties. Holy cow. That's not necessary, Hampus. Let him go. He beat you in the puck battle. Let him go. Come on. Ugh. Stop taking penalties, guys. Jesus Christ. The difference between us to second place and most penalized is not even close. It's not even close. When it comes to penalty minutes, I believe there's a 70-minute difference between first and second place in the league, by the way. I'm pretty sure, last time I checked. Here is Philip Roenick in front, and the pinball's in. Linus Karlsson, 2-2 game. Goes off McAvoy and in. That's going to be Philip Roenick's goal. Puck deflects in. We have another penalty. Oh, never mind. That was the linesman. I'm sorry. Puck comes all the way down. We have an icing. Hasn't a captain been named? Because they don't want to name one. Nobody's earned the captaincy yet. Who is going to be the solidified leader? Puck is cleared all the way down. No icing here. Minton for Pasternak. Kaslick's hooked and no call. I didn't see a hook. I didn't see a hook. I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't see a hook. I was looking right at it, too. I was looking right at Castler because they were talking about him. I didn't see a hook. Here is Lorai. Ahead for Pasternak. Minton. In front, broken up. Final seconds, here they come. Here is O'Connor. Pasternak going to tie it up, put it in the corner, and that's going to do it for the second period. Not a good period from the Bruins there. Couldn't stay out of the box. I don't care what the reason is. He couldn't stay out of the box. Lorai's not an NHL player. Could have told you that. I've been saying that for about a year now. I have 2 missed FaceTime calls from a random number I don't know. Who has a 571 area code? Where is that? Northern Virginia. FaceTime back. I don't know who it is. Interesting. All right, so we're going to call this individual right now. So check in.
Why, hello, sir.
Hello, Kyle. What's up?
Are we doing this chat there? I want to pull up the chat. I was watching the Bruins. Just
Yeah.
put it on 2-2.
Yeah, 2-2. They just gave up a late one. Kind of bad.
Yeah. That's all right. I did say it would be 3-1. Can't happen, but guess what? They could win 3-2.
They could win 3-2.
All that matters.
They could. Congrats on you guys getting the one seed
dude.
in the NFC. You guys play like you guys only gave up 3 points. It was a really defensively masterpiece.
Yeah. I mean, a couple things on that. Kyle Shanahan, the coach since 2018 for the Niners, he's never had a game where he scored 3 points or less. That was his first time ever.
Wow.
I mean, this team just scored 42 points against the Bears last week. They're on a 6-game win.
Call failed. It happens sometimes.
They're on a 6-game winning streak. They scored 42 last game, and we came in and won. Sure, they had a couple injuries on the Niners, but so did Seattle. They're on their 3rd-string left tackle.
Yep.
I'm in shock, man. I don't know if anyone in chat, you guys watched it, but it was bonkers. I was not expecting a 13-3 game. It was like Patriots-Rams Super Bowl, you remember?
Yeah. I honestly, when I saw Seahawks Niners for the division and the number 1 seed, I said, well, the Niners are gonna have a back-to-back shootouts in San Francisco, because I thought if the Bears-Niners game was gonna be 42-30, whatever it was, then this game's gonna be even more nuts. Exact opposite, and that's honestly pretty good. So.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in shock, because if we lose that, we go to the 5 seed. We're on the road the whole playoffs.
Yeah, that's the scary part. So.
Yeah, it's like, dude. But I want to do a little quick like spike for chat here. Here we go.
Yeah, I was gonna like spike.
Alrighty, 3, 2, 1. Like spike now.
Hit the like button. Smash that thumbs up button. Drop an elbow on it, even.
Do a little WWE move.
Boom! Right on the like button. Yeah. So we'll be back on campus in 2 weeks from now, pretty much.
Yeah. So the game might be on campus, depending. We're in the divisional round now, but we could be playing on Saturday, the day before I go back on Sunday, or we could be playing Sunday. because I'm going back to school that Sunday, Martin Luther King week, right? So.
Yeah, we move back in on the Sunday, and then classes start the Tuesday. So.
And as long as the Patriots win, so I know a lot of people in chat are Boston fans, right? So if the Patriots win, they'll confirm that 2 seed. But if they lose, and the Jaguars win, they might drop to the 3 seed.
Yeah.
Thing.
So pretty much, I believe the Chargers are resting everybody tomorrow because they already have a locked-in playoff spot. So they're kind of screwing the Patriots over low key. So I kind of want to play the Chargers in the wild card just so we can beat them.
Yeah.
That
if you're the Jaguars, if you're the Jags or the Pats as the 2 or 3 seed, like they're going to be the 2 and 3, obviously, but you want to play the Chargers. Chargers are the team you want to play. You do not want to play the Bills. Bills are a tough team with Josh Allen.
Yeah,
Chargers,
I'd like to avoid the Bills in the playoffs altogether if I could. That'd be great. Yeah, Broncos loss and a Pats win means a 1 seed. I doubt the Broncos are going to lose tomorrow. The Chargers aren't playing Herbert, so unless the Broncos don't play Bo Nix and a lot of their starters tomorrow, which I'd be shocked if they're trying to lock up a 1 seed.
Yeah, they want to get the 1 seed. So
I don't blame them. If the Patriots were in their spot, I'd want to play for the 1 seed too. So, I'm wondering how long the Patriots are going to keep in Drake May tomorrow, because if the game gets out of hand like it did last weekend against the Jets, they want to rest him up for the playoffs. I'd put
Josh Dobbs.
If the Patriots are up by 4 scores minimum at halftime, I'd put Josh Dobbs out for the second half and just have defense.
Yeah, I mean, 2 big updates for the Patriots. I don't know if everyone heard, but they're going to get Will Campbell back, and they're going to get who's the other one?
Oh, they're getting Will Campbell and Milton Williams back.
Yep, Milton Williams.
Great
defensive tackle. He had 2 sacks on Super Bowl.
Milton Williams is one of the most underrated defensive linemen in the league, and I think there's they still don't really talk about him as much in New England, like in the media. Like they said,
Tiffany in the chat said rather play the Chargers. Yeah, I mean that's what I was saying, and we agree.
I agree. I want to play the Chargers. I mean, the Chargers
are a fan. You want to play them. They're a good team. Don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah,
they're not outstanding here. I mean, the Bills are, I think, a much better team. That's just my opinion. Anyone can say what they want, but
as long as the Patriots don't play Buffalo or Houston, we'll be all right. You know?
Yeah, because honestly, home field doesn't mean anything for Patriots Bills. We saw that. I mean, they beat them in Buffalo, which was hard to do, and then they lost at home. So it's like just like Seattle won in San Fran but lost at home. So it's
plus the Patriots is home field advantage really a good thing? Patriots all 3 losses this year at home. They have not
lost. Are they undefeated on the road or no?
They will finish 8-0 on the road this year.
Yeah,
in regular season play.
Right?
Yeah. Because the Dolphins is at home tomorrow. So
yeah, that's huge. So
we know that they can play on the road against like decent to good teams. Like I know they've had a quote unquote easier schedule, right? But if the Patriots can get far in the playoffs and beat the tough teams, that easy schedule thing doesn't really matter. If they can beat the good teams.
The biggest hard part for the Pats is not getting that bye. It could still happen, still 10% chance, but the thing with them is they're just going to have to now, they can still do it, but now, they have to just play that extra game, which injuries could happen or whatever, so can happen.
Yeah, you got to play. You got to play.
Yeah, I agree. AFC is not the NFC, Andy. I think AFC is a little bit easier than the NFC, obviously.
Absolutely is. NFC West, your division itself. I mean, it's just.
That's why it was crazy to win it. I was like, dude, I did not think 4 weeks ago, guys. I thought the Rams were going to win. I thought we were going to lose the Niners. I mean,
I was thinking you guys were gonna get like a wild card, barely in the wild card. You guys won the freaking NFC.
I know. Darnold, first quarterback to have 2 straight 14-win seasons on 2 separate teams.
That's crazy. And you guys, so the NFC runs through you guys. So you guys have home field advantage for the entire time. Is that correct?
Yes. And what was going to happen? All the Niners fans were saying. That's the last thing I'll say. But they are hosting the Super Bowl, as we all know, is in Santa Clara this year.
Oh.
So the Niners are like, ooh, we win the 1 seed, we get to be home for 4 straight games or 3 straight games, whatever. And I'm like, sure, but that didn't happen.
No, that didn't happen. No. Oh yeah, we're gonna take a look at the Olympic hockey rosters because.
Oh sure.
There's some interesting ones. I want to pull up teams. I want to pull up Team USA's to start.
So is this going to be played? Oh, look at this Eagles fan. That's funny. But it's going to be played during break again, right? For the All-Star break?
So
that's not Olympics. That's
so
gonna
there's
be
a
playoffs,
3-week
or-
there's a 3-week break in the schedule in the middle of February.
Yeah.
It'll be the second week of February through until the last week of February, pretty much. It's gonna be when the NHL will be having when the Olympics will be.
Yeah. So
And the Bruins.
that's a huge break. 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Okay, so here's Team USA's roster. Okay. Forward side: Matt Boldy from Minnesota, Kyle Connor, Jack Eichel, Jake Gensel, Jack Hughes, Clayton Keller, Dylan Larkin, Austin Matthews, JT Miller, Brock Nelson, Tage Thompson, Brady Tkachuk, Matthew Tkachuk if he's healthy, and Vinny Trocheck. I don't know why Vincent Trocheck is on here. And he didn't have a good Four Nations, and he hasn't had a good season in New York. The Rangers really haven't had a good season altogether, to be honest. Although they won last night, which good for them. But I don't know why I don't know why Vincent Trocheck's on here. Yeah, Cole Caulfield. Where's Cole Caulfield? I'm not sure why he's not on here. I believe he's American, right? Cole.
Yeah, the Canadians guy.
Yeah, he's American. Where is Cole Caulfield? Why is he not on this roster? That's my first question. All right. He is. No, he's not.
Kings won. That's good. Good for the Kings. That's your second team.
Well, they won in the shootout. Look at that. You'll see me change it right here on the scorebug right here. Yeah, he's not on this roster. It's crazy. No Jason Robertson either. That's another one.
Oh, wow. Stars guy.
Yeah. Defensemen: Brock Faber, Noah Hannafin, Quinn Hughes, Seth Jones, Charlie McAvoy, Jake Sanderson, Jacob Slavin, Zach Werenski. Makes sense to me. All of those guys to me look like they got the defense right, in my opinion. And then your goalies are Hellebuck, Ottinger, and Swayman. Right now, Swayman's my starting goaltender for Team USA. They didn't show a video for Hellebuck or Ottinger getting the call from Billy Guerin. They showed Swayman getting the call, which makes me think that Swayman will be the starting goaltender for Team USA in the Olympics.
Is the Olympics going to have Russia in it or no?
No, Russia's not in it, which is a shame because no Zadorov,
A lot of players. So.
no Zadorov, no Ovechkin in his final Olympics.
That's sad.
No, Kucherov. There's a lot of players that won't be in it. So that's interesting. So that's the US's roster. Pretty good, a couple of misses, but Team Canada. This is where they really screwed up. I don't know what Canada's doing, but it's not competitive. Celebrini being on here makes sense. Celebrini's been out of his mind this year. Anthony Cirelli. I'm not really sure what Cirelli's doing on here besides being a decent penalty killer. Doesn't really add up. Crosby, gotta be on there. Brandon Hagel, okay. Bo Horvat, questionable. He's hurt right now. We don't know what he's up to. He just got hurt today, or yesterday. Nathan McKinnon, obviously. Brad Marchand, obviously. Mitch Marner, I wouldn't have put him on there. I think he's severely overrated, but I understand why. Connor McDavid, the best hockey player in the world. Gotta have him on there. Braden Point, sure. Sam Reinhart, yep. Mark Stone, yep. Nick Suzuki. Tom Wilson. Okay. Tom Wilson's apparently banged up for the Caps, too. My first question, and as much as I hate this guy, where is Sam Bennett? Why is he not on this roster for Team Canada? That's my first question. My argument, of course, is Morgan Geekie. He had 50 goals in 2025 as a year, in the calendar year. I'm not sure what else he needed to do to get on there, but I digress. But Sam Bennett, and then defensively, Devon Taves, Shea Theodore, Travis Sanheim, Colton Parayko, Josh Morrissey, Cale Makar, Thomas Harley, Drew Doughty. Pretty good. Missing a couple of big ones. Jacob Chychrun, great season out for the Caps. He's having a Norris Trophy candidate year. The next one, Matthew Schaefer, 18 years old for the Islanders. He's in his rookie season, the number one pick.
He's a young guy.
He's been insane. He just scored the game winner against the Leafs tonight. He's insane. Matthew Schaefer has been one of the best defensemen in the NHL so far this season. So I'm not really sure what Canada was missing. And then your goaltending, yeah, and also there's another one. No Connor Bedard. Where's Bedard? Why is he not on this roster? Oh, he's injured. It's Connor Bedard. I don't know. Jordan Binnington. That's not Darcy Kemper. Okay, Logan Thompson. Okay, Canada's goaltending. If Canada loses and they don't medal or they don't win gold, we'll know why. It's their goaltending and their really hit or miss defense. Next up, Sweden. Big miss for defensively for Sweden. Big miss for Sweden here. I'm gonna pull this up so you can see it. Where's the graphic? Oh yeah, here we go. All right. Jesper Bratt makes sense. Leo Carlson, Joel Eriksson-Ek, Philip Forsberg, Pontus Holmberg. That's a stretch. I gotta tell you, I'll tell you what. Gabriel Landeskog, yep. Elias Lindholm, yeah. William Nylander, yep. I don't care if Matthews is the greatest goal scorer in Leafs history. William Nylander is the best player on that team. Elias Pettersson, Ricard Raquel, Lucas Raymond, Alex Wenberg, which I'm shocked to see on an Olympic roster, but I guess that's fine. And then Mika Zibanejad.
Mika's been playing good lately. He just had a hat trick, right?
He had a 5-point night last night in the Winter Classic. 3 goals, 2 assists. Defensively, Rasmus Andersson, Philip Broberg, which, by the way, Oilers fans felt that one in the dust. Jonas Brodin, Rasmus Dahlin, Oliver Ekman-Larsson, Gustav Forsling, Victor Hedman, Erik Karlsson. Defensively, that's a pretty solid defensive team. And then goalies, both the Wild goalies are there, Gustafsson and Wallstedt and Jacob Markstrom. So, goaltending, they're going to be fine. I think Sweden has a really solid roster. I think they could go far. They could win gold, honestly. Third period's about to start. Okay.
All right, well, I'll let you guys go, but that was fun. Go Bruins. I'm going to watch the third period. Let's get this done.
All right.
Thanks for having me.
All right, see you, Kyle.
See you.
Chychrun's not overrated. I think he's a really good player, especially this year. He's had a really good year. Third period of Bruins coverage on YouTube is brought to you by Black and Gold Productions. Head on over to blackandgoldhockey.com to go check out articles about the Bruins organization. Episode 409 of the podcast is live tomorrow at 11 a.m. Should be a good time. Yeah, I'm asking the same thing. Yeah, also, I saw it mentioned earlier, Henri Jokiharju is on a Finland Olympic team. There's a reason why. They literally have no defensemen from Finland. They literally just need bodies in there, you know? Play. Here is Pavel Zacha, sent ahead for Victor Arvidsson. Plays it to the middle off a skate. Middlestat almost got through. Record when tied after 2 periods. Zacha takes down his... Oh my God! Zacha to the box. Oh my God, stop taking penalties. Jesus. Oh Oh my God, Zaka. What is that? That's their 6th penalty of the night. Jesus Christ. Canucks are on their 6th power play of the game. Canucks are 1 for 5. It's Sean Corrali who takes it away and clears it down. 11 of their 21 shots are on the power play. Good God, dude. That's brutal. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what the reasons for the penalties. I don't care if it was BS or not or whatever. 6 penalties in a game is not going to help you win hockey games. It's not. Come on. Stay out of the box. What's up, DJ? What's up, Crime? I just saw you. Where have you been? I thought you were asleep by now. Usually you go to bed early. Besser out top. Saved by Swayman. And that goes out of play. You watching Raw Monday? Yeah, the Bruins aren't on. I'll be watching Raw Monday. Oh, hospital? Oh, damn. Hopefully everything's all right. Jeez. The Bruins are still, far and away, the most penalized team in the NHL. Jericho returns. I hope so. I hope so. That would be really cool. Bruins win the face-off in their own zone. Andrew Peak for Fraser Minton. He'll clear it down. Fraser Minton has had a banner night. He's got a goal in this game in his hometown of Vancouver. But the more important story is he's just been so effective on every shift. Penalty kill, 5-on-5, power play. He's been good all night. This puck goes over Swayman. Peak deflects it along. Minton trying to clear, and he'll get it out again. Here's Hronek. High school basketball made us run laps for fouls. 1 lap for every one taken. Maybe Sturm should consider that. Oh, you bag skate him for taking too many penalties? I love that, actually. That's actually a hell of an idea. Hey, Marco, you reading the chat right now? Here's Evander Kane tied up by McAvoy. Puck played around the net by Bouillon. Kastelik for Zadorov. Throw it all the way down. Thank you to Hool Chromebook for the sub. Thank you. Hool Chromebook. Wow, that's a great name. David Kampf across the line. Kastelik tying him up. Penalties up. Back to 5-on-5. Zadorov for Elias Lindholm. Sent ahead for Zaka. Off a skate. Zaka plays it. Keeps it inside the line. Myers, the tall reach, reaches up and gloves it down. Would have been a pass to Lindholm right in front. Here is Ogren. Hoglander puts it in deep for Kampf. Peak tying up his man. Zadorov in there as well. So is Zaka. Sorry, that's Lorai, not Zadorov. Lorai gets it free. Has to spin back. Lorai trying to get free from 2 Canucks. He does. Gets ahead to Peak. For Pasternak. Puck forced ahead, but the Canucks get it back. See you, Connor. Here is Hoglander. Lost the puck. Geeky trying to deflect it ahead. He'll get it ahead. Trying to connect with Pasternak. Just past him. Boston could use you on defense. Yeah. Oh, God. They could use me. Here is Elias Pettersson dumped in. Elias, and Marcus on the same team. Here is Max Sassone. In front. Besser blocked in front. Husnudinov for Minton forced ahead. Or, sorry, Minton... Sorry, it's Husnudinov, Steves, and Geeky right now. It's because of the penalty kill. That's really the only reason why the lines are jumbled up. Steves dumps in deep. All my gear on just still waiting on the call. Might be the biggest defender in the league. Me? What's that supposed to mean? Here is Hronek. For Elias Pettersson. Jake DeBrusk. Saved by Swayman. It should be any day now. Next thing you know, I see Exotic on the ice. I need to be a ref. There you go. You know, I used to be the umpire in elementary school kickball. DeBrusque shot, misses over the net. Middlestat trying to force his one ahead against Wielander, could not. Elias Lindholm, tied up there by Elias Pettersson and Jake DeBrusque. Played around. McAvoy trying to wave it to Arvidsson. He gets tied up there by Marcus Pettersson. Puck comes in front. Swayman will have to smother this puck. You ice skate? No. Can you ski? No, I've never gone skiing. I can go tubing, though. Kickball ump, you're definitely more qualified than some. Yes. I've ref floor hockey in the past. As well, too. In middle school and stuff. We had like a floor hockey like thing, and I used to ref it. Hustadinov, because I knew the rules of hockey more than most. So, gotta hop on the ice and skate. We'll see. Maybe one day. Kiefer Sherwood dumps in. Asperell will try to play this one along. This puck will get deflected all the way down. No icing against Boston. Here is Ronick. Bruins need offensive pressure here. They have not had a shot attempt on goal in the third period. Drew O'Connor. Asperell cutting him off. Sherwood knocks in a Hampus Lindholm. Puck comes back to the blue line. Tyler Myers drive. Swayman the glove save. Department of Player Safety, we make way more better decisions than the people running it. Me running the Department of Player Safety? You think it's bad now? Ooh. I would say, nah. I'm not going to fine somebody for slashing somebody in the face. No, I'm kidding. Here is Zaka. He'll dump in. Bruins going to keep this one in. It's Höglander. Bruins getting beaten every battle. Atu Ratu. Another glove save for Swayman. Stern's not an NHL coach. He's also a first-year NHL coach. Yeah, Stern might want to take a timeout right now. Canucks have all the momentum right now. I agree with that. He's the first time in the NHL as a head coach. But I'd take a timeout if I were Marco Stern right now. Face-off tied up here by the Canucks. Shot goes wide. Another chance in front. Saved by Swayman. Bruins will get this one hand. It's Geeky. With some speed. Just dumps in. There's options, Morgan. Puck comes to Elias Lindholm. He shoots. Save. Puck comes back to Brock Besser. Bruins hold it in. Here is Wielander for the puck played up and out, and now it's Zadorov. Here is McAvoy. He throws it ahead to himself. He plays it himself, puts it in deep. For Morgan Geeky. A drive from the blue line misses high. That was from Minton. Pasternak takes the bump. Trying to play it ahead. He can't. Ratu takes it away. It's Kane. For Besser. Did he reach the red line? They're saying he did. I don't know if he did. Aspro tied up there by Ratu. Pasternak poke checked. Minson gloves it ahead. He'll carry it in. He has Hustadinov to his right. Here is Minson. Across. Pasternak can't play the pass cleanly. And the puck comes all the way down. They're skating on their offhand. They're back skating to the puck. Pasternak off a skate. And now here's Linus Karlsson in alone. Swayman with a save. They need this commercial break badly. They need to take a commercial break. Then Marco needs to say, "Hey boys, way too many shots getting to Swayman right now." Igor Zamula has been suspended by the Pittsburgh Penguins. He was acquired earlier in the week from Philadelphia. He has been suspended by the team for failing to report to the AHL Wilkes-Barre Scranton. Well, there's a reason why. He's not an AHL defenseman anymore. Should be in the NHL. The Penguins could use the defensive depth. Back out of the break. That's Fraser Minton's first NHL power play goal. Just so you know. Back in the first period when Minton scored. That's Fraser Minton's first power play goal at the NHL level in his career. Penalties. This team is canting to figure out when it comes to their discipline, and now they're heading for a dogfight in the third period. Yep. Face-off tied up here. Bruins win it. Zadorov whips it ahead for Asamont. Haven't seen this line in the third period. Puck comes to Castle. A Corrali in the slot. Knocked away there by Ratu. This puck's going to come down. Swayman will have to play it so it's not icing. Zadorov through Peake's legs. It carries it ahead and gets it out of the zone. This is going to be an icing against Boston. Kastelic against Elias Pettersson on this draw. Pettersson wins it. Vancouver. Buium shoots. Swayman glove save. So clearly Sturm did not use the TV timeout correctly. Zacha against Pettersson on this draw. Face-off is tied up. Bruins get the puck. It's Aspero. Canucks hold it in. Shot saved by Swayman on the blocker. Pettersson digs it free there from Hampus Lindholm. Back out to Buium. Here's Linus Karlsson. Trying to work against Aspero. Linus Karlsson. Lindholm, good cut off in that pass around the net. Puck comes to Arvidsson. Puck deflects off Zacha's stick. He can't play a simple tape-to-tape pass, man. Come on. Shots in this third period, 8-1. The Bruins were out shooting Vancouver 10-9 through one period, by the way. Or no, they were out shooting 6-5, excuse me. Here is David Kampf. Fans on the pass on the dump in. Got it in anyway. Swayman plays it around for Lohrei. Canucks hold it in again. There's the weak dump out attempt by Lohrei. Zacha for Arvidsson. Arvidsson chips it across. McAvoy first man on it. He stops up. Minton fans on the shot. Big collision out top. Bruins get it back. It's McAvoy. McAvoy shoots. Misses high. Might have caught the crossbar. Minton puts it in the corner. Pasternak digs it free. Pasternak in a... Where Pasternak? Where? There's nobody where you're throwing that puck. There was nobody. Husnudinov rotates it back in deep. Minton to McAvoy, who's down low. Pasternak. Pasternak, good rotation here. Minton. That's McAvoy. Back to Husnudinov. Pasternak in front. McAvoy missed, not by much. Where was Pasternak throwing that puck in that situation? There was nobody there. Got blocked by Willander's stick. McAvoy was right there. If that shot does not get blocked, McAvoy at least has a quality chance. Bruins win the draw. Elias Lindholm won it. Zadorov trying to play it across. Puck comes to Geekie. He shoots, save. Rebound. It comes to the line of drive. That's stopped on a try from Peak. The Bruins with two quality chances there. Geekie and Peak. And the Bruins almost had the lead right there. Now here's Evander Kane. Steve's going to take it away. Peak for Steves. Bruins quick re-entry here. Here's Steves. Drops at Peak. Peak across. Geekie's one-timer save by Lankinen. Lindholm got his six snapped in half. Or at least he got it knocked out of his hands. Here is Hronek for Evander Kane. Pass blocked by Peak. And now here's Morgan Geekie for Zadorov behind his own net. Bruins has got 3 shots in about 30 seconds. Zadorov as the Bruins are waiting to change. Arvidsson in the neutral zone. Trying to just get it in deep. He forces it in deep past 3 Canucks defenders. Willander tied up there by Zacha. Middlestat in there as well. Middlestat trying to work free from Olgren. Middlestat has some space. Cuts back. Now works against Olgren again. Arvidsson back out top. Pass deflected. Hampus Lindholm was trying to tee up a one-timer there. And the pass got deflected out. Hampus Lindholm takes a bump from Höglander. Puck goes wide. Canucks get it back. Here is Tom Willander. What a block by Arvidsson. Zacha doesn't have a stick. Bruins are in the middle of a change. Canucks are onside here. Ogre knocked down by Minton. There's broken sticks everywhere. McAvoy ahead for Minton. Minton just lifts it in. Guided aside there by Lankinen. McAvoy's got it. In front for Husnudinov. He couldn't play it. It was just a floater. It was just a sauce pass. Had a little too much heat on it. Pettersson chips in. McAvoy gets it away from trouble. Puck deflects. Here's Elias Pettersson. Bruins trying to get this one away. Pettersson gets it back. Down low in the corner is Linus Karlsson. In front for DeBruski. Couldn't get a stick on it. Myers shoots. Saved by Swayman. And it goes out of play. Yeah, at least the Bruins look like they have a fire under them. Yeah, they do. You know if Stutz will be the Germany Olympic team? I have no idea. I'd imagine he would. Celtics up by 16 in the fourth quarter. We'll see if they fuck that one up. Make sure if you have not yet, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Donations are open if you'd like to donate to the stream. Staying up late for you guys. Would be very much appreciated. It is 12:27 a.m. Eastern Time. It is now Sunday morning. Can't wait for Higgins to sign. Me too. But I do think going back to BC was the right decision for Higgins, though. I do think it was. People was like, oh, he could have been NHL ready, and he may have been, but it's better for him to play college hockey than come back, and then join the NHL roster late in the season. From a bias standpoint, I wanted him to play right away, but obviously, I understand. Here comes Hronek. Flipped in. Peak gloves it down. Took a weird bounce. Sherwood wide. Good lord, he ripped it. O'Connor around the net. Sherwood in front. Deflected aside. I don't know if Swayman got it. I don't think he did. I might be wrong. Sherwood again. That's wide. Hey, Bruins, can we take the puck away from the Canucks, please? There we go. No. No, Pasternak. You didn't put the puck there. Here is Zadorov. Zadorov waiting for his Bruins to change. Ahead for Elias Lindholm. Lindholm chips it in deep. Who's got one of the two Bruins goals tonight. The other one's Fraser Minton. Aspero pinches against the wall. Aspero in front. He had a chance there. He couldn't get it through. Hampus Lindholm shot saved by Lankinen. And then, Aspero decked a man in front. I love it. What a nice job, Aspero. He got a shove in front. Aspero just knocked him down. That's funny. Raphael to 50-50. He threw down Sassone in front. I love it. Under 7 minutes to go, third period. Bruins and Canucks side at 2. Elias Lindholm on this draw. Bruins win it. Aspero's one-timer did not get to the net. Steve shoots wide. He had some good traffic in front, too. He just couldn't get it through. Now here's Atu Ratu across the line. Hampus Lindholm, good tie up there. Aspero trying to play this one along. Steve will try to chop this one out. He'll get it out to the neutral zone. Geeky takes it away from Pedersen. In front, Elias Lindholm just out of his reach. He was right there. Grow your wingspan. Here is McAvoy. Into Steve's down low. Zadorov, where are you putting that puck, Nikita? Here is Ogren. Ratu for Ogren, put it wide. Here is Steves. Zadorov sends it out of the zone. Linus Karlsson. Here's Elias Pettersson. No! Did he stop that? Oh my lord! Did he make a save on that? If he did, that's insane. Middlestat ahead for Arvidsson. Arvidsson gets it in. Myers plays it along. He gets it. He got tied up there with Middlestat. Zaka out to Peak. Lorai left point. Shot blocked. It wasn't really a shot attempt. If it was, it's the weakest one of all time. Here is Elias Pettersson. Pushed out by Zaka. Pettersson. Zaka tying him up. Side of the net. Okay, I'll take a look at the replay. Zaka knocks down Sherwood. Vancouver is trying to draw ridiculous penalties out of the refs right now. Because they know it's the only way they can win. It's getting a power play right now. Here's DeBrus tied up with Peak. 5 minutes to go. Peak trying to dig it free. To Lohrei. Lifted and not out. Here is David Kampf. Blocked. Another try. Save. Rebound. Bruins in trouble. Hronek. Wide. Jesus, boys. Get the puck out of your zone. What is Lohrei doing out there? It was a great block, but other than that, what's he doing? Arvidsson, what are you doing? Shot blocked. Zacha. Middlestat. Just ice the puck if you have to. Okay, they didn't ice the puck. They'll get a full change. Jeez. They survived. Let's go Canucks. Or the chant from the crowd right now is as loud as the crowd's been all night. Here comes Brock Besser. The Minton, Husnudinov, Pasternak line is out there against Kane, Sasson, and Besser. Tough matchup for these guys. Sasson, Pasternak almost picked his pocket. Here he comes. Wielander. Swayman got a piece. And it goes out of play. Why is Pasternak on the third line? Because he plays well with Minton. We've seen it tonight. Plays well with Minton. And plus, it doesn't really matter what the lines are as long as they match up differently. Like, third line isn't always playing against third liners. Sometimes they're playing against top liners. I don't mind it. It's our first line. It has been tonight. The structure of the lines really don't matter. To give Lysell a chance. I'll tell you why. I have a lot of dirt on that man. Do you want me to spill it? There's a lot of reasons why Lysell hasn't gotten a fair shot. There's a lot of reasons why. That kid has attitude problems. That kid is entitled. He thinks he's better than everybody else, and he doesn't pass the puck. He might be the JT Miller of the Bruins organization. I'm not even. You want to know why he's still in Providence? There you go. There is a lot of issues that are off-ice issues with him. Lot of off-ice issues. Don't even get me started about wanting to sit out in a playoff game because he faked an injury. Don't even get me started on that. Don't even get me started on that. I have more dirt on him than a broom. I know so much stuff about Fabian Lysell. He has moved to the deadline. He should have been moved over the summer. There was a chance for him to get moved over the summer at the draft, by the way. That almost happened. You know that Jean-Gabriel Pageau rumor for the Islanders? Remember that? Remember that rumor? You know who was supposed to be a part of that rumor? Fabian Lysell going back to the Islanders. Yeah. Pasternak for Zacha. Poke checked off the puck. Under 4 minutes to go. Zacha tied up in the corner. Pasternak fans on a shot. And the one-timer in the slot. Now here's Elias Pettersson. Backhands it in deep. Appreciate the honesty. There you go. That's why. That's why he's not in the league. If he didn't have the issues, he'd be in the NHL. He might be on the top line right now. Here is Pasternak. Drop feed for Zadorov, and he couldn't play the puck. Carlson. McAvoy steps in and knocks into him. I just got a text. Arrogance on a team is crazy. Who is this entitled bitch? Damn, bro. All right. Here is Fraser Minton. Don't get me wrong. Talented player. Can't get out of his own way. When you go home to Sweden for 2 straight summers instead of training in Boston, it really shows that you don't really want it. Max Sasson. Hronek couldn't play the puck as it came out. There's a reason why. If Fabian Lysell took his career seriously, he'd be in the NHL right now, and with the skill he has, he might be on Team Sweden in the Olympics. That's crazy. 2.5 to go. Here is Aspero for Steves. He'll dump it in deep. What is crazy to say out loud. Yeah, don't bet on this game. Here is Steves, a shot wide. Lohrei, left circle. Lohrei curls, shoots, and it goes out of play off the block. If he had Chara's attitude towards work, he'd be here. He would be, if he had Chara's attitude, he might be the captain, bro. Like, it's insane. It's insane. .209 left in regulation time. Tied at 2. Middlestad on the draw. Bruins win the faceoff. Lohrei to Arvidsson. Arvidsson's shot is blocked, and it goes out of play off the surface up into the protective netting. Make sure if you have not yet, hit the like button and subscribe. Donations are open if you'd like. Put the shot there. Oh yeah, me too. Need 200 off the Celtics tonight. Nice. Think shot more here. Yep. Hey, it's a tie game with 2 minutes to go. Shoot the puck. Might go in. Middlestad against David Kampf on this draw. Zacha not taking the draw? Okay. Middlestad's waved out, so now we'll have Zacha take it. Canucks win it. Here's Elias Pettersson now. Under 2 minutes to go. Bruins will try to get it across the blue line. They cannot, but the Canucks will carry it back into their own end. More likely to win tonight. I have no idea. It's a tie game with 2 minutes to go. Both teams have played decent. Like, Bruins have played good defense. The Canucks have played good offense. Like it depends. Here is Zacha. Good cross-ice tape to Arvidsson. Arvidsson gets free. Took a stick with him in Roenick. Referee goes down. He took a tumble. Referee looks like he's all right. Arvidsson trying to force it along to Minton. Hronik will clear this one down. This is going to be an icing against Vancouver. It is. Icing with 1:04 left. Got thinking, Sam. Well, I'm a Bruins fan. So I'm cheering for the Bruins to win. That doesn't necessarily mean the Bruins are going to win this game. So I'm not the person to ask. The Canucks played last night. They lost in the shootout to Seattle. I don't know. You just don't want to get screwed? Then I wouldn't bet on anything. I would just sit back and watch this one if you don't want to get screwed. Because literally, my opinion is whatever you bet is it's going to go the other way. That's how 50-50 this game's been. Zadorov, puck comes to Minton. Minton, what a save. Minton got robbed in front. Under a minute to go in regulation. Minton had the best chance of the third period. Across the board. Here comes Minton. Good entry. Chips it in deep. Pasternak in on the forecheck. Battling with Roenick. Pasternak gets the puck. Trying to get it to Minton. Could not. Under 40 seconds left. Down to 35 now. Play to Zadorov. Tied with Besser. Besser takes it from Zadorov. Good take from Zadorov, though. Husnudinov in deep. Crowd was looking for a call. Did not get one. Husnudinov holds it in. Puck comes out of the zone. And this is going to roll all the way down. If you're here for the first time and you're a Bruins fan, subscribe to the channel. We call every game. And I think McAvoy's going to hang on to this puck. Which makes me think we're going to have overtime in Vancouver. Yep, we're going to have overtime. We go to overtime. Got a point. That's good. At least you got a point. We will have extra time here in this one. Well, the good thing is that the Bruins will not start shorthanded on this overtime. So... we take it. At this point, yeah. I don't like the pity point rule. I really don't. But it is what it is. I wish the NHL adopted the 3-2-1-0 point idea. 3 points for a regulation win, 2 points for an overtime or shootout win, 1 point for an overtime or shootout loss, and then 0 for a regulation loss. The college system. They also do that for PWHL. I wish they did that. Bring back the 1v8 format. Thank you. The 1v8 format is dumb. It always has been. It's so stupid. All right. Here we go. We have overtime. Come on. Five minutes of 3-on-3 overtime. If we don't have a winner, we'll go to a sudden death shootout. Sudden death overtime, first goal wins, they'll swap sides. Bruins going from right to left in the road whites. Canucks going from left to right in the home black jersey. They're alternates. Bruins win the face-off. It's Pasternak, Zacha, and McAvoy to start overtime. Pat Kastlik won the draw. He went off for Zacha. Here comes McAvoy. Looking to drop it for Zacha. On the entry, here he comes. Bruins enter the zone. McAvoy. Kept to the outside by Elias Pettersson. McAvoy waiting for support. McAvoy in front. Zacha put it wide. Rebound almost was right there. Zacha kept it alive for the Bruins. It's McAvoy. For Zacha again. Cuts back. Drops it for Pasternak. Pasternak waiting for support. Pasternak right circle. Spins back. Pasternak. Back out to McAvoy. The Bruins will keep it outside their own zone. Pasternak. Bruins are making a change. Out comes Geekie for Zacha. Pasternak looking. Geekie enters on the near side. Geekie shoots. Hit the post. Damn it. Here is Elias Pettersson. Geekie almost won the game. He rang the far post. I heard it from here. Here is Pettersson. Elias Lindholm tying him up. Hampus Lindholm in there as well. Pettersson did get free from Lindholm. Hampus Lindholm got it back. So it's Geekie and both the Lindholms out there. Here is Hampus Lindholm. Keeping possession for the Bruins now. Slowly drifts into the neutral zone. Drops it for Morgan Geekie. He's out there with Fraser Minton. Here comes Geekie across the line. Geekie to the net. In front. Knocked off the puck by DeBrusk. Hampus Lindholm pinching there. Geekie keeps it alive. Geekie tied up there by Wielander. Sherwood gets it free for Vancouver. They'll finally get possession here. Here is Tom Wielander. Spins back. Vancouver will get possession finally about 2 minutes into overtime. Here's Brock Besser. Besser. I wouldn't bet. I don't promote. I wouldn't bet anything right now. Here is Sherwood. For Brock Besser. Vancouver, not in a rush here. Sherwood gets the return from Besser. They're just going circles here. Sherwood. Can't enter the zone. Kept out. Here is Besser. Gets it past Husnadinov. Besser. They have Lohrei, Minton, Husnadinov out there in overtime for the Bruins right now. Besser, Sherwood, and Zeev Buium for Vancouver. 2.5 to go. Bruins are very patient. Bruins are making a couple of changes here. Here comes Ogren. Sassoni got knocked into his own guy. The Bruins get it back. Zacha sends it ahead for McAvoy. McAvoy. And the Bruins will get possession back. Vancouver, nothing to the net in overtime for the Canucks. The Bruins have had a goalpost. Zacha enters the zone. Drops it, Pasternak. Shoots, it's blocked by Bouillon. That stung. Pasternak's got it. Pasternak, Bouillon's out there, and he's hurt right now. Pasternak in front. Zacha doesn't have an angle. Zacha keeps it alive here. Zacha rotates out top. Pasternak, one-timer blocked. The Canucks slip. It's a breakaway for Liam Ogren. Here is McAvoy in the back check. Saved by Swayman on Ogren. Bruins get it away. Just past Pasternak's reach. Here is Elias Pettersson. Ahead, here's Jake DeBrusk, blocked by Lindholm. Hampus Lindholm with a great block. Geekie trying to dig this one free. Puck comes to Elias Lindholm. Lindholm spins back ahead for Morgan Geekie. Geekie falls over the puck. Hronek whips it ahead. Hampus Lindholm cuts it off for Elias Lindholm. Minute to go in OT. Morgan Geekie now enters the zone slowly. He'll drift his way out. Didn't see a lot of options there. Hampus Lindholm down to 50 seconds to go in overtime. Morgan Geekie now across center, cross the blue line. Geekie trying to rotate his way in. Geekie has to play it all the way back to his own end here. Swayman will play it. 35 to go. Swayman leaves it for Fraser Minton. Here it comes. Minton for Mason Lohrei. Enters the zone. Minton tied up. Gets it free from Sherwood. Here is Pasternak. Fires. Save. Rebound. Score! Fraser Minton! The game of his life in his hometown. And the Bruins win 3-2 in overtime. Bang! Fraser is the man. Bang! Wow! Fraser Minton, his second of the night, and he wins it. The Bruins have won 2 games in a row. They've won their 5th game in overtime this year. Wow. Holy crap. Jesus. Yeah. Yeah. Aren't you happy? I am thrilled. Let's take a look at your 3 stars of the game tonight. Your 3rd star of the game had 2 assists, including setting up the 2nd and 3rd goals tonight. David Pasternak, your 3rd star of the game tonight. Your 2nd star of the game tonight had he had 31 saves on 33 shots. The only reason he's not the 1st star is because of who is the 1st star. 31 saves on 33 shots, kept them in it all night long. Jeremy Swayman taking nothing away from him. But if I don't put the man I'm about to put in 1st star, I'm literally not a fan of this team. He was the best skater on the ice tonight, by far. Putting the goals aside, he just was electric tonight. He had 100 people. He's from Vancouver. He had 100 people in the crowd for him tonight. It's Fraser Minten. Great power play goal in the 1st period. Buries the game winner on a rebound. There aren't words to describe that. That's one of the best hometown games I've ever seen a player have. 2 goals, the game winner in Vancouver? Come on, Fraser. Did that to your hometown team. Minton having the performance he did is the only reason Swayman's not the 1st star. Fraser Minton earned it. I didn't just give it to him because he was the hometown kid and he had 2 goals. No. He earned that. That was the most confident I've ever seen Minton play. And it was great. And the Bruins win on the road 2 straight, playing the Kraken Tuesday in Seattle. Wow. I can't imagine how that feels. You're right. He had 100, what did he say? He said anywhere from 50 to 100 people in the crowd for him tonight. Love that celly from Minton, too. Love it. Love it. I didn't notice the celly. I was too busy making my goal call that I didn't even hear. I didn't even see his celly. I'm sure they're giving him a water bottle shower right now in the locker room. And honestly, rightfully so. He's played his ass off. The Bruins got severely outshot in this game. Severely outshot in this game. And they still pull out 2 points. What a game. You know? I can't ask for anything more from the kid. He was good on the face-off dot tonight. He was good in his own zone. He was good defensively. He was good breaking the puck in. He was good putting the puck in the back of the net when it was needed the most. And, yeah, what a win. Fraser Minton. That's all I'll end this stream with. Bruins, back in action on Tuesday against Seattle at the Climate Pledge Arena. Kraken team aren't no joke. They are a pretty decent hockey team. They're not amazing, but they're in a wild card spot right now. So they aren't an easy customer. They're a tough customer. So Corpy and net, right? 2 days off. I'm putting Swayman in on Tuesday. I am. I'm putting Swayman in there on Tuesday. Yeah. I'd imagine Corpusalo gets the Flames on Thursday, which, by the way, Harrison and I might be there, so I'll keep you in the loop. There's a good chance I'm going to be at the game Thursday, so keep that in mind. But I would put Swayman in net Tuesday against Seattle, and then I'd put Corpy in on Thursday against Calgary. Oh, fancy. Yeah. Harrison invited me to go. And it's those nice seats from that Penguins vlog from 2 years ago. Those seats. Mm-hmm. But I'm having a good time that night. I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying the night, I think. In his apartment. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to vlog. Maybe. Never say never, but don't hold your breath. That's what I'll say about that. Definitely pictures. Definitely pictures and stuff will be posted on here, and it'll be posted on Instagram and whatever, but possibly. Maybe. What song should I put on my Instagram story for the graphic? What song should I put? Need a vlog at least once this year? Drunk vlog? No. I don't know. We'll see. What song should I put? Oh, I know what song to put. Sing a song, Comatose. Oh, Skillet? Damn. I know what to put. Skillet's my favorite band. Skillet also, by the way, Saturday Night Showdown's official theme song is called Showtime. It's by Skillet. Thanks to Skillet for giving me the rights to that song. Much appreciated. Yeah. It has to be this one. Hold on. It has to be. It has to be something about coming home, right? Has to be. All right. Anything else tonight that we need to talk about, or are we done here? It's 1 in the morning. I'm tired, and my voice is shot. And I have a podcast to do at 11 a.m. tomorrow, which, by the way, you should tune in. BNG live tomorrow in the live chat, 11 a.m. You should be there. Should be a pretty fun episode. We're gonna be playing Deal or No Deal tomorrow. Deal or No Deal, Bruins Trade Edition. Would you make the deal or not? See you at 11 a.m. tomorrow, but if you're not going to be there, I'll see you on Tuesday for Bruins and Kraken. Another 10 p.m. start. I hate the late night starts, but it's the last game. It's the last late night game of the season. I'm very thrilled about that part. We're gonna have decent start times, so should be a good time. I will see you then on Tuesday. Have a great rest of your night. Bruins, Fraser Minton, thank you.